Emily, we have obviously been covering this pending storm that's going to be headed our way, and so
Yep.
many of our viewers are most likely wondering if there's anything they need to do to prepare in terms of, what they should stock up on, when they should go and get some of those items that they may need while they're going to be at home during the storm. So, for those trying to plan ahead in advance, one, when should they start thinking about that? Is the one like what's top of mind?
Yeah, as a nutritionist for Giant, I feel like I've seen it all. And you're right. When that snow's in the forecast, we are completely booked. So, first things first, as you mentioned, is to get the timing right. So, if you go to the stores earlier in the morning or maybe midday when most people are at work, if you're able to, you're going to avoid some of those rushes. And especially if you can go maybe a day or two before the storm hits, that's when you're going to find the emptiest aisles. So maybe that means today or tomorrow, looking at the storm for this weekend.
And then also, a lot of times people aren't sure exactly what they need to make sure they get. They just kind of know they need to do some grocery shopping, routinely, but they're not quite sure on what those items should be in preparation of a storm.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I'm a nutritionist for Giant Food, so I'm going to slide in some of my favorite healthy picks that you can pick up. We know that the staples, milk and eggs and toilet paper, it seems like those always go first. But I'm going to show you a couple of other options that I picked up. I actually just got back from doing Giant pickup myself, and it's a really easy way to get some healthy items. So I like comfort food when it's cold outside. So I got some broth, I got some vegetables. They actually have this soup and stew mix that has everything pre-cut, ready to go. I got some beans and lentils that's going to give some fiber and protein. So a really good, healthy, warm, and comforting soup. And like I said, I use Giant Pickup, so I just selected it all in my phone, picked the pickup time that works best for me. I didn't even have to get out of the car, so I'm home before the snow even starts.
And you mentioned some of the comfort food and the stuff that will kind of keep you warm because it's going to be just like
Mhm.
a big wintry mess, is what we're anticipating. Also, another thing is how much should people be getting in preparation for this in terms of a variation of stuff? Because a lot of times, like you said, you have the option of like picking up, and people may not want to have to do frequent runs, in between. So how much variation should you be thinking about in terms of grocery shopping?
Sure. Well, you can use the easy meal formula. So I always recommend getting a protein. That might be a rotisserie chicken, or maybe some of these more shelf stable items that can stay in your pantry for a little bit longer, but also some vegetables and some grains as well. So we've got things like this ready to eat rice. It's a pantry staple. It's going to last for as many days as the storm keeps us inside. Some good ready to simmer sauce to add some flavor. I like to go with pantry staples, canned and frozen items because they really prolong that shelf life, and they're often going to be more affordable too.
And Emily, in thinking about maybe some mistakes people make ahead of a winter storm when maybe they, don't find the time to go out and say, let me get some milk, we're almost out, and things like that. What are some common missteps that people make in preparation, like the items that they don't think they're going to need, but then you wind up saying, okay, the storm has hit, I really need this, and I don't want to go out there. What are some of those things? So perhaps somebody watching can be like, let me run out and get that now.
Yeah, yeah. I think we all go for the milk, the eggs, the toilet paper. Those aisles are always empty. But my best advice is to shop like you would any other week. If you're going to be inside for a couple extra days, maybe you boost up that pickup order a little bit, get a little bit more of your favorite items, but get some protein, get some grains, get some vegetables, stock up on those essentials, the meals that you love, that you eat all the time, and then make sure you're getting some warm things as well, soup and hot chocolate and everything you'll need for a good winter's day.
Emily, thank you. And is there anything that I didn't ask you that you think is really important for our viewers to know ahead of this winter storm?
Absolutely. I'll throw out a plug for our Giant Food Healthy Living team. We know that healthy eating is on many people's New Year's resolutions list. So if you are one of those people, we encourage you to check out our free services. We have a podcast. We also have on-demand videos that can help you to support your healthy eating goals. So just go to giantfood.com/healthy living and you can learn all about it.
All right, Emily, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Very helpful tips that we could certainly all use.
Thank you so much.